Today I'm going to be doing an in-depth review of the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. It's brand new from Too Faced. It released on June the 15th. I received it early at Generation Beauty and I've been trying it out for a few weeks now. I really like doing more in-depth reviews for you guys where I've worn it for days, weeks at a time and can really speak to how long it wears, the things I've noticed about it instead of doing first impressions, and I think you guys usually appreciate these kind of reviews better. I do want to mention what's on my lips real quick because I know I might get questions. This is the Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in Saint-Tropez, and it's a matte liquid lipstick. It's so pretty. I love this. So first, as always, I want to speak to the packaging. Now, Too Faced never disappoints with packaging. I have always loved their packaging. They have a great team that does this because, I mean, look at this. It's a glass bottle. It has gold detail that says Too Faced around the top here. It has gold on the outside here that says Born This Way. Absolute Perfection Foundation, it says on the bottle. And then it has on the top here a T and an F. It's kind of like engraved on the top. So pretty. And this is a pump, which I'm always very, very happy to have with a foundation. So they get an A+ on the packaging for sure. Even the box that comes in is super cute. So now I want to start talking about the claims to the formula. So first of all, this is infused with coconut water, so it does have an element of hydration. I have not found it to be greasy, but I have found it to be glowy. It does give you a really great radiance to your skin. I do have it on today. It also is infused with Alpine Rose, which is supposed to brighten the skin's appearance and promote elasticity. And it has hyaluronic acid in it for smoother, more youthful appearance, which I have noticed that it does kind of give some blurred effect to my skin, especially in areas where foundation usually would settle, like around the mouth area or on my forehead. I have a few fine lines. I have noticed that this does not settle there and it does kind of give a nice blurred effect. So it's nice that it has some added skincare benefits to it as well as being a full coverage foundation. This is an oil-free formula, however it does still have a bit of a glow. It is not a matte foundation by any means. So if you are extremely oily, you may still like this. Don't throw it to the wayside, because usually someone who's oily will say, oh my gosh, it's glowy. No way, Jose. I lean normal to oily. Oily, I get more oily in the summertime. Like right now it's 118 outside, which you may see a little more glow in the center of my face because of that reason. And I have worn this foundation in 80-degree weather, 90-degree weather, and 100-degree weather, so I can really attest to it, how it wears in the heat as well. A few other things they claimed was it says 100% said the foundation blurred their imperfections, 98% said the foundation made their skin look absolutely perfect, and 97% said the foundation provided natural coverage. So I definitely agree with it giving more of a blurred technology. It does, like I said, kind of make everything look smooth and flawless. And I would agree to it being a natural coverage. It feels weightless on the skin. It definitely is a thinner formula, but has high pigment level in it. So these kind of foundations have really been my favorite lately. I feel like texture-wise, it kind of reminds me a little bit of like the YSL Fusioning foundation. Maybe a little bit more of a weight than that one, but not by very much. That one has like a high pigment as well. This is definitely less money than the YSL. It's still in the high-end range though. I believe it is $39.99, $40 range at Sephora. This is 1 fluid ounce, so you do get a good amount of product. I am in the shade Vanilla, which is supposed to be more of like a neutral color. However, I find it to be a neutral that leans a little bit more on the yellow side. I believe this is the 3rd shade in the range. I was color matched by a Too Faced artist at Generation Beauty. I haven't been able to see the whole line in person to see if I might possibly go another direction on color. I think it matches me pretty well. It leans a little more yellow than I usually like, but for the most part it looks really good on. I am going to demo this on my skin so you can see. I do sorry about this being dirty. I do like using a beauty blender with this foundation. I have seen when I use a brush with it, it does get a little streaky. I don't like using my Sigma F80 with this or any kind of brush that's flat top. I just feel like it works much better with a beauty blender. My nose area tends to be my problem area. That is where I have larger pores, and I usually have a tougher time with foundation lasting on my nose. So I do kind of like to stipple on foundation on my nose. That's the only area I would usually use a brush with this foundation. One pump of foundation seemed to be amazing coverage. You really don't need a lot, which is really great because this will go a long way even though it is a little bit more pricey, which is something I always look for. You know, I want to have something that's going to give me that full coverage without me having to layer on too much foundation, especially in the summer. No one wants to have a cakey, heavy foundation on their face when it's 118 degrees outside in the Arizona heat. So yeah, that's a really great benefit in my eyes. When I first put this foundation on, it does tend to look a little bit more yellow in the jar here, in the glass jar, but when I put it on my face, it really does blend really seamlessly into my skin, and it looks just like you are airbrushed, like you have perfect skin. Everyone wants to have like a natural, perfect skin look, and I really do think this does the trick. When it comes to longevity of the foundation, I feel like it lasts a good 8 hours on me before it starts getting a little overly shiny for my taste. Initially, it's just a really great radiant glow. I don't look oily at all, but towards the middle of the day or right before I'm about to leave for work, I do feel like I look a little oily in the center of my face. I just use a blotting powder just to kind of take away that shine. It's not greasy to the point where my makeup is coming off of my face, just to the point where it just looks too oily for me. But like I said, I am normal to oily, so I kind of expect that with most foundations. So I'm not really counting that against this, but I just want to give you that observation. I did notice on my nose it doesn't last as well as it does on my face, but again, that's my problem area. Most foundations don't tend to stay on my nose, except for like the heavy duty stuff like Kat Von D. So again, it was kind of to be expected. Also, I found it did not oxidize on me. It did not get any darker than it was initially. It does have a little bit of a tackier texture to it when I first put it on, but once I set it and I like touch my skin now, it doesn't feel like too sticky or anything like that. My skin does feel kind of like, I don't know, hydrated maybe is the right word. It doesn't feel like a lot of foundation is on my skin, which is really nice, and that's why I've really enjoyed it so much. So overall, I really like this foundation. It's so light. I don't feel like I have it on my skin. It gives me a great coverage, gives me a very natural glow and natural appearance to my skin. Doesn't look like I have a ton on. It's awesome. I really like it. I hope this review was helpful for you guys. Please let me know if you would like any other reviews on any specific foundations that have come out or any products that I've spoken about recently in my hauls. I would love to do that for you guys, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'll see you very soon. Bye.